Hello, everybody. It is me, Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. That means that we consult on communicating with equity. So we do things like help make social media plans for our clients so that when they're talking online, they are speaking through an anti-racist lens. We also just help them write that content, deploy that content, analyze that content, etc. Monday update, of course, I tell you my intentions for the week, and then on Thursday I come back and I tell you how I did. Last Thursday's update was 13 minutes long and kind of emotional. I also had an emotional week. The week before last, we took our dog to the vet and we thought that we had resolved her, like, what was troubling her. Her arthritis has gotten worse, and we got her on a new medication and that was working really great. And then we got this call from the vet last week, midweek, that they found something else and they're really worried about it. So now she has 2 more vet appointments this week just to determine what is wrong. And I'm really worried about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really worried about it. You might recall that the vet also told us that our other dog was very ill this last summer, and that he was not going to live very long. He's still with us. He's still doing fine. In fact, he's healthier now than he was. I mean, obviously he's healthier now than he was when he got that diagnosis. But his health just seems to keep improving and improving. So, I am hoping that if we dodge that bullet once with one dog, maybe we can make that magic happen again with the second dog. I am just, there's nothing to know and there's no plans to make. And that is a really bad place for me to be in. I really like, even when things are dire, I mean, that's one of the things I said last week, that even though the solutions sucked, I had solutions. We were just thinking that it was going to be costly medical treatment for her and that we were going to have to make sacrifices in our life to afford that. And now it's looking like, that could be even worse. So, I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but I'm very worried about it and it's consuming my thoughts. I also have stuff to do this week. We're back as a company running at, what we need to run at in order to survive, which is great news. And also, I have stuff to do. I've got stuff happening. It's not like, before like earlier in this year, we had problems, not problems, but it was like, if I don't show up to work, then we're going to push back us making money even farther. So that was the reason to show up. Now it's like, I have clients who need stuff and we have contracts. And so there's less opportunity for me to say, like, all right, I'm going in, I'm going to take a bath, I'm going to take care of myself. So because of that, and also the fact that we have these contracts and these clients is why I can even think about, even having the capital to make sacrifices for this vet care. Like, if this had happened to us at any point before this week and last week in this year, we would not have been able to afford her care. So I definitely have had conversations with good friends about reframing the narrative there. We got the news that we had hit our financial goal, and then less than 24 hours later, I got the news that things were worse with the dog than we had expected. And I was really fucking angry about that at first. It just, my narrative was like, I just can't catch a break. Like, why does this keep happening to me? The standard pity party shit. And then I talked to a couple of people in my life and was like, no, this is my break. This is, I get what I need when I need it. And at no point during this entire debacle has, I've not had to worry about housing security. I've not had to worry about food security. All of this so far has been, my worry about my leadership and my worry about being able to provide for others and my worry about showing up in the world the way I want to. Like, these are actually very luxury problems to have. I mean, like, if things had gone on longer, definitely we would have been having a different conversation about the impact of the bad quarter that we had, but it didn't. And it's, I've been having like conversations with myself about abundance, conversations with other people about abundance. It is 100% true that this planet has the resources that we need, all of us, to live comfortably and safely. It's also 100% true that there are multi-layered systems that are funneling our resources towards a very small minority of people who don't need any more than don't need any more yachts, don't need any more skyscrapers, don't need any more airplanes, etc. So I don't know. I thought about some stuff I said last Thursday in the Thursday update about training and where to get trainings. And I think this is going to be an ongoing conversation that I have with myself probably my whole career, because it's relevant and because the context we're in keeps changing and the context I'm in keeps changing. And the power I have keeps changing. Things I had to do or feel like I had to do when I was younger in career, when I had less influence, are not necessarily the routes I need to take today. And sometimes they still are. And sometimes, you know, it changes from day to day. It changes from place to place. It changes from client to client. I tell this to people I'm training all the time, and we talk about this internally at New Coyote. Everyone, their context is different. Therefore, the systems of white supremacy and the ways that they've adapted those systems to their function is different. Wouldn't that be the same for me? Of course it would be. So I am always going to be navigating my relationship to capitalism. I am always going to be navigating my relationship to white supremacy. And that's a good thing. I don't want to ever feel like I don't have more to learn here or that I don't have another place to go. That alarm going off on my watch means that this video's got to be done, whether I'm ready for it to be done or not. Everybody, have a lunch. Just remember that, you know, this is a generational work. I say this all the time. This is generational work. That doesn't mean that it's hopeless, but it means that we have multiple opportunities to readdress these issues. It means that we have multiple opportunities to show up with our values. And that is a good thing. That's a really good thing. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. Sometimes it feels like you're stuck on a merry-go-round. But, you know, take care of yourself. Have a lunch. See you Thursday.